Hey, this is Jose from Triario, and on this video, I'll be explaining what is a lead scoring system, how to define it, and implement it on your HubSpot CRM account, so you can boost your marketing and sales outreach with higher conversion rates. So, let's jump on it. Now, the first thing that we want to know is, what's a lead scoring after all? So lead scoring is a system that will allow us to have a number on a contact that will tell us how qualified this contact is to buy or purchase our product or service. So based on things like if they're a decision maker, if they have a certain budget, if they have been checking on our website or prices, things like that will show us as sort of like an intent of purchase and will allow us to prioritize marketing and sales efforts, such as email marketing campaigns, promo codes, event invitations, calls from your sales team, free demos, or maybe your sales team have to call a bunch of contacts. They need to know who to call first. So a lead scoring is a good way to filter that and call those who are most qualified first. Now that you know this, you need to define that criteria with your sales team. And when you have this on the table, then you need to prioritize that and give a certain number to each of these specific criteria. To do that, there's a good way to define this in terms of numbers. I have made this spreadsheet that you're seeing right here, and we're going to give a certain number to different criteria, engagement, activities that these contacts have with us. We have units, tenths, hundreds, and thousands of points. Yes, not all your activities are going to give the same score. And the reason for this is because sometimes we give random amounts of points to any engagement, and this results on a erratic number that's not going to let us know if that's actually working or not to qualify this context. So we don't know, like, we need to have thresholds over that scoring to filter and segment our campaigns. I'm going to show you that later on. But for now, we want to have units, tenths, hundreds, and thousands among these criteria. So the most important things for your sales team are going to be thousands of points. For example, they fill a BOFU form, which is to request to talk to your sales rep, or is a CEO, or they're in a certain industry. You can define that. On our case, we are a digital marketing and CRM agency, and having a CEO on the table is very important, for example. But we also want to assign hundreds of points if they fill a MOFU form, or if they're in a certain industry. For example, tech and software is a good industry for us. We have a high conversion rate there, so we want to assign 500 points to that. Also, visiting a price landing page shows a certain level of intent, so I'm going to give 10 points to that. And having a page view is going to give 1 point, opening an email is going to be 2 points. Now that you have defined these points and the amount of points that each of these engagement or activities give to each contact, now we're going to go into your HubSpot account and implement this. This process is going to be very easy. What we have to do is you're going to go on your account, you're going to go to settings, then jump on properties right here. And there's a native property that it's called HubSpot Score, which is this one. The HubSpot Score system is a property. I'm going to delete this real fast. That's going to allow us to filter, give activities that give points and activities that take away points from a contact. So if I go back to our example, we wanted to give a certain amount of points when the industry, and try to scroll down a little, is any software, for example, computer software. So that's going to give me 500 points right here. But also I want to add another criteria. They have a page view, so that's going to be an activity, a page view right here. So the content has viewed at least one URL. The content has viewed only one URL containing, and you're going to put your root domain right here. So in our case, it's going to be triario.co, apply filter. So if they see any page, it's going to give them 1 point right here. I can add another criteria here that is going to be another page view on the pricing list. So I could go for, this is going to be just an example, but triario.co/prices, for example. And if they go for this one, I'm going to give them 10 points I set on the definition. And I can keep adding criteria for their role, for what they do in their company. So you jump on this property, you can add properties that add value to that score, but those can also take away points. Things like if they're an entrepreneur and you don't close very with that specific type of roles or customers, then you want to give negative points to that. Also, if there's an industry, location, state where you cannot provide your services, you want to take away points from those contacts. So now that you have all this, we're going to go and save right here. And after we save, I already done this before, and you want to create a list. So lists are going to be very important to make this actually work and be actionable for your marketing and sales team. This list that I made right here is contacts that have more than 1,000 points in their lead score. So that's going to bring me all these contacts right here. And this list, I can create different lists for different type of things. So you can get very creative. I can have lists for contacts that have 1,000 points, contacts that have over 2,000, contacts that don't have points yet to make a certain effort on them and sort of like identify if we can do something with them or not. But the good thing is that when you have these lists defined, you can make them and put them in a workflow. So a workflow like this, a contact-based workflow that is being triggered, set up triggers from a list, membership, list membership right here. Let's say that they want over 1,000 scores, member of this list. Then these contacts, I want them to be maybe, I don't know. You can get very creative with this. You can define that if they have more than 1,000 points, you can send them to your sales team to offer them a free demo, a free consultation, or you can send them marketing email, or if you could actually invite them to an event. So HubSpot's workflow tool will allow you to do all of that. You can actually do certain communication and send them an email with any communication that you want them to have, invite them to a specific event. You can assign a task for your sales team and say, hey, call this contact and offer a free demo. You can do a bunch of stuff here. It's just the tool will allow you to do whatever you want to do. You can already prioritize this and run your marketing and sales in a better way. That is how it works. Now you have a way to prioritize your contacts and have higher conversion rates. Lead scoring is a very important tool when you're running an email marketing strategy and you want to have higher conversion rates both on your marketing, on your sales funnel. So that's it for now. We are Triario. We work with clients like you, helping them get the most and unleash their potential on HubSpot CRM. So if you have any need, you think that we can help, I'll be very happy to help you out through that. And you have our website, and visit us and let us know if you need any help. Have a good one. Bye.